Hey, good morning. This is Leonard with Indie Band Coach, and we are here this morning on Saturday, July, I'm going to say 18th. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, we're here for an edition of Content and Coffee, and it's about 10 after 8 here, and we're just hanging out, drinking some coffee, and my little coffee mug that I got for Father's Day there. It's got my dad and my older son Devin and my younger son, my really baby infant son, Lyndon. But yeah, if you are drinking coffee this morning, drop your picture of your coffee mug in the actual comments. So yeah, hashtag show us your mug. Hope that you are doing well. But uh, I am here this morning. We are going to talk about repurposing content, and just to give you a kind of a overall picture of what we're doing. The All July, I've been going live on IGTV every day, and it's been every day since July 1st, and it's been 5 o'clock Sunday through Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, and then on Saturday mornings, it's only been one that I've actually done so far. Or is it two? Anyway, I don't remember, but regardless, Saturday mornings is at 8 a.m. Pacific, and today I'm actually going to do a continuation of my Instagram live yesterday, which was talking about repurposing content. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to actually show you some different tools that I use that you could use if you like to actually take content that you've got. Live streams are kind of what we've been focusing on, but taking live streams and then turning them not just into smaller clips, but turning them into other types of content. So that's what repurposing is, and that's what we're kind of focusing on. Hey, good morning, Sharon. How are you? What? Sharon Leah's in the house. But yeah, if you are tuned in, just give me a hashtag live if you're here live and let me know where you're tuning in from. And then if you're watching this on replay, give me hashtag replay and let me know where you're tuning in from. And then if you're drinking coffee, drop a pic of your coffee mug and drop it in the comments. I would love to see what your mugs look like. So before I get before I get too far, I'm actually going to attempt to also include my Instagram live in here. Now, Instagram is the only platform that doesn't allow you to live stream from a third-party app into its actual platform. So I literally have my camera, my phone right here. Oh, that's meta. But I have my phone right here. I'm using this, by the way. Is my sound okay, Sharon? But I've got my earbuds here plugged in talking to you guys, and then I've got my lapel mic right here that is plugged into the phone. So give me just a second, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on Instagram and make sure that folks on Instagram live, since I've been going there live all month, I just want to keep that going. So give me one quick second to do a quick intro there. And let me turn this around. Ooh, that's kind of close. Hey, good morning, Instagram. This is Leonard with Indie Band Coach, and we are here this morning with this edition of Content and Coffee. And you are joined by friends. We are also here on Facebook Live because I am going to do a demonstration, and I want to show you some tools that I use, and I'm going to need like a mouse and a keyboard and all of that. So, what I'm going to do with you lovely Instagram Live folks is I'm actually going to turn my phone around and face it towards the screen so that you can see what I'm doing on screen. So that is kind of what we've got going here. So as you know, if you've been tuning in at all in July, you know I've been going live every day in July. And all this week we've been focusing just on live streams. And this morning we are going to focus on repurposing your live streams, okay? So thank you for tuning in. I am going to turn the camera around. Double tap what? Okay. And now you can see my screen. And if I was doing this really well, I probably would pin a comment. I'm actually going to pin a comment to my my Instagram live, just so when people are joining, I don't have to actually say what they do. Cool, and thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I think you might not be able to do it on a comment, but I thought you could tap a picture on the comments on the actual phone and then be able to take upload that to the comments, but maybe not. So one quick second, I want to say we are showing you repurposing tools demo, and I'm going to post. By the way, if you're doing Instagram Live, if you do a comment on Instagram Live and then tap down and hold it, you can pin that comment to the top. So that's what I'm going to do now. Pin comment. I'll show you that right now. You can't see the words, but it says pin comment. Cool. So now every time someone signs in live to Instagram, double tap again so we can get the screen in there. There we go. And I appreciate your patience. There we go. So now, whenever someone tunes in live, they will be able to see the comment of what we're doing, and I won't have to interrupt you guys or interrupt the actual presentation of what we're doing to explain what's going on. And I am using a tool called StreamYard, and StreamYard here on Facebook, it is a tool that allows you to add some different elements to your live streams. For example, different banners and things like that. So you can see now I've got repurposing your content, but there's just an example. My logo is in the other side, upper right hand corner. So yeah, there are a few tools out there that allow you to do things. But again, the reason I've got my phone is because Instagram does not allow that. So right now, what I want to do is give a quick just discussion of what I talked about in my live stream on Instagram yesterday, and that is effectively repurposing your streams and what that even means. So when we talk about repurposing your streams, what I'm really talking about, and we'll just kind of scroll through here real quick. In fact, these are actually my Instagram live slides that I used in my Instagram story or Instagram live yesterday. But yes, live streams are usually something that is long form content, and it's something where we think of repurposing, and I've done this the whole time too, but obviously just doing some research, I realized that repurposing your content is more than just sharing it to other platforms. Technically, that's really just syndication, because what you're doing there is you're taking one piece of content like a video, and then you are sharing that same content, whether it's the same length or shorter length, you're still taking that video and sharing it to other platforms. So you're not really turning it into anything new. You're just making it a different size to be able to share to other places, which is fine. We want to be able to do that. But repurposing is just one step further than that. So what we're actually going to be showing you are some tools that are going to help you do things like take your video and turn it into audio only, or be able to take your video and turn it into something written like a blog post or email. Specifically this morning we're going to talk about how to make GIFs and memes, and then also how to, for example, make quotes or take lyrics from songs that you performed in your streams, turn them into quotes or lyrics or something like that. So that is something that we want to take a look at in terms of repurposing, and the fact that it is a little bit more than just taking it and sharing it to other platforms. So in general, the tools that I'm going to show you today are going to help you. They will actually, one of the tools I'm about to show you is going to help you do a whole bunch of stuff, but it basically means repurposing so that you can reach fans in different places and different formats. Cool? All right. So that is all that I wanted to say about that. And the tool that I want to show you first, let me go ahead and share my screen, and we are going to do the very first tool I want to show you is called Kapwing. And you're like, what did you just say? I said kapwing.com. And kapwing.com is pretty much an all-purpose tool. I could do a training session on this that would last all day. I'm just going to show you one piece of this because there are so many. I don't want to like overwhelm and overload or anything like that. So kapwing.com is this very awesome tool. It's $20 a month, and you can create workspaces where you can like go in and have your own little studio to edit stuff, and it allows you to turn different things, turn different pieces of content into other pieces of content. So one example, is your, a video maker. You can combine videos, images, and things to actually make another video. You can generate memes. You can, add subtitles to your videos. And as we mentioned, turning different content into different types of content. You can add audio to video. And what I actually want to show you is that first step that we talked about in terms of taking one piece of content and turning it into different sizes. I do want to show you that because that is one of the main things that I use for Kapwing right now. But yeah, removing background from an image, trimming video, and then I'm just going to scroll through here. There's a bunch of stuff. Adding audio to a GIF, adding text to an image, adding, captioning a video, converting video, all-purpose tool. But what I want to show you is resizing a video. So as I mentioned, it's not like I'm saying we don't need to resize things. In fact, one of the things that you do want to be conscious of in using tools like this and the one I'm about to show you is that some of them do have time limits. So for example, on Kapwing, you can take a video and edit it, but it only accepts videos right now up to 40 minutes. So I know that some of your live streams may be longer than that if you're doing like 60-minute concerts or something like that. But to use Kapwing, it does need to be shorter than 40 minutes. So you might need to take your longest live stream and take it into like iMovie or a platform or an actual program like that and shorten it up to use something like this. And the tool I'm going to show you after this is Giphy, and that one has a 15-minute time limit. So I'm actually going to go over to my YouTube channel, and I am going to get, I think I have this right. Yeah, this one is a little bit less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to click on share, and then I am going to copy the URL. I'm going to come back over to Kapwing, and then I am going to paste the URL right inside here. And what I'll do is I'll show you, oh my goodness, no. How do we stop the noise? Okay, and it'll automatically start playing when it comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of actual, show you how to just quickly resize a video, but then I'll show you a few that I've done. And yeah, if Sharon is still on, Sharon, I've used this quite a bit for the videos that we're doing for your socials and for your promos and stuff. So this is the tool that I use that allows me to do that. But so when you cut and paste your URL, and then you select your resize video tool, and for those of you on Instagram, I'll show you a little bit more closely here. What? Why do I always say what? Anyway, who? Yeah, that sounds like an owl. So what I've got now is I've got my entire video in here, and if I wanted to use this entire 9-minute and 44-second video, I could, but I could also trim it just to do a couple of things at once. I could be resizing it and also shortening it, and that's what I'll do just because I don't want it to take a long time. So I'll come in here, and then I will trim the video, and you can have your start and your end time here, and then basically I'm not going to get too scientific with the clip, but I am going to basically shorten it. Let's just say I wanted to put this on Instagram. You know, let me do it the other way just so it's a little bit more, see what's going on. And once you start dragging your tools down there, there you go. Actually, that's 104. Let me go a little bit shorter. Okay. And hopefully this pauses. There we go. So I have effectively just trimmed the video from 9 minutes and 44 seconds to create this preview clip. And so now with the preview clip, hey, what's up, Terry? We are on kapwing.com right now, and I am showing you guys how to actually trim a video from your YouTube channel. And so once we get the size trimmed, and I'm going to hit pause like that, so it says video trimmed, so you can see up here where the video is actually just a minute long now, just short of a minute. And so it's an actual YouTube video, so it is 16 by 9 resolution right now. So if I were to select YouTube here, it would be the exact size of the screen. But here in Kapwing, you can just select Instagram. So this is your Instagram feed, and the Instagram feed is the square image, and then story or Snapchat, our story, Snapchat, or IGTV is going to be your 9 by 16. And so if you were to do this, which I've done a few times with some other videos, what I'm going to be able to do now is then, you know, go ahead and create this video, and it'll take a couple seconds to run. But that'll create this video, and then I'll be able to add some text and anything else up here to the upper and lower part of this. So I'm just going to hit create so that you can see what's going on. And it will take a second here on Kapwing to render that. Now, the cool thing that I like about Kapwing is that it is a server-based platform. So when I say server-based, let me talk to you guys here. So when I say server-based, it's basically something that you don't have to download. So it is a platform that is going to be doing all of the work for me. And so I don't have to have a bunch of stuff on my computer. I don't have to, you know, have a huge, you know, CPU and all of that stuff. So it's going to be doing the work for me, which is awesome. So it is actually still running through its, you know, processing of that. And then once it gets done, I'll have a 60-second clip. Then I can add some text to, and then I can do some different things too. But if you're just joining, I'm Leonard with the New Band Coach, and this morning we are here with our edition of Content and Coffee. Drinking my coffee. Hope you are too. But we were talking about taking different pieces of content and turning it into different types of content. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really loud in my ear, so I'm going to hit pause on that. So what's up, John? What's up, Ambi? How are you guys doing? My IGTV folks in the house, IG Live. So if you are on IG, just know that I'm actually doing this demo on Facebook. And what's up to my Facebook fam? Thank you guys for being patient. But as you can see now, here on kapwing.com, we have the actual video that's resized. It's 58 seconds long. And now instead of just I could just download it right now as is. But instead of doing that, what I want to do is I'm going to open it up into this in its Kapwing Studio, and that's going to allow me to kind of customize this even more. All right, so give my Instagram folks here a little closer look. What's going on? Okay, so now, and again, guys, this is kapwing.com. It is a I think there's a free version, but it doesn't save stuff. You have to download it or something like that. But the $20 version allows you to have, you know, allows you to save things. But I will say this, even on the free version, there are no watermarks. So they're not going to try to brand themselves. So it is a very cool tool to use. So now that I've got my, you know, my YouTube video that is now formatted for Instagram, not Instagram TV. Yeah, actually Instagram TV and Instagram Stories, or even Snapchat. Now I've got a whole list of things that I can do up here at the top, like adding text, images. I can go back to the timeline and, you know, actually look at where all of the elements fall in. I can add additional scenes to this, so I can take this 60 seconds and I can add on additional basically slides to this. I can do subtitles, shapes, and all of that. But I'm going to show you what I typically do for a video. Then I'll show you some that I've already done. So I'll kind of do like the cooking shows where they will, show you kind of the whole pieces of it in process. Then I'll show you a couple of end results just so you don't have to see the whole thing in process, because I do still have another tool that I want to show you. So now you can start to add text to whatever it is you've got going on here. I'm going to say we're going to take YouTube and convert to IG. All right, so we are taking our YouTube video and we are converting it to IG, I should say, IGTV. Cool. So you're able to add text. You're also able to add images to this. And you can upload images, or you can also search images. So if you've got music coming out, if you've got something that you wanted to, highlight that was on a specific channel, like YouTube, if you want to drive people back to your YouTube page, you could hit search. And there are tons of YouTube logos, things like that. You could also do the word animated YouTube, and it will give you some options of things that are obviously animated. So for example, I could, what I want to do, I've got a black background. You know what, I want to try and incorporate that on here. So cool. So I can actually add this to my screen. Now obviously that's a bit big. I don't want to cover up a bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to crop it. So over here on the right, you'll see that there's an adjust tool, a crop tool. You can do fill, lock the aspect ratio, change the colors, round the corners, a bunch of stuff. Duplicate it. You can stack different things, so you can send it forward and backwards, all kinds of cool stuff. So what I want to do actually is just to crop this so that I can nudge this up to the bottom of my screen. So I'm going to hit the crop tool. I'm going to scroll back up. There we go. And now I'm actually going to be able to use unconstrained, and then I'm just going to take this all the way down. And for my Facebook Live fam, thank you for allowing me to put the actual phone into the screen. I'm helping out my IG Live viewers so they can see the screen even better. In fact, good morning everyone. Welcome to Content and Coffee. We are repurposing a YouTube video for IGTV. And so now that I've got a black background here, which I could change the color of the background if I wanted to, but now that I've got my background here, so I want people to know that this is on YouTube, so I can, take this actual text and I can copy it, duplicate it, and I'll say, actually I'll say the truth. Doggone it. I'm just going to say full video on YouTube. Ooh. U with the U, there we go. Boom, YouTube. I'm going to make this smaller, there we go. And so now I've got this. Awesome. And if you were on IGTV, or if you're on IG Live and you want to check me out on Facebook, we are live right now at Indie Band Coach on our Facebook page. So yes, if you want to get this full screen action, you can do that as well. And yes, if you are on Facebook, hey, thanks Sharon. If you're on Facebook and you are able to drop a hashtag live or hashtag replay and let me know where you're tuning in from, also on Instagram, that'd be awesome. But yeah, so now what I've done is I've taken this YouTube video, and I'm not going to go through and have it published because it'll take a couple of minutes with the actual publishing of it, but I wanted to show you the pieces of it. You could animate some different things. I could change the color of the background from black to white. I could add, like I mentioned here, you can add, you can upload your own images and bring these on here, which is what I do with Sharon's content quite a bit. But I am actually going to close out of here and actually not save this. Is that wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I can just make it again. Okay. Because what I want to show you is, besides the fact that it actually saved it as a draft. I love this tool. Okay, so what we've done, for example, with my friend Sharon here, and Sharon, if you can see this, you'll see that there are quite a few Sharon Leah projects in here. And so, for example, I'll take this. Okay, he's really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that audio. But what we did was Sharon was on a lifestyle show last week called Lifestyle Today, and to be able to just take basically a clip from that show, it was like a 30-minute show, but I only wanted the clip that Sharon was in. So I brought the YouTube video into the actual Kapwing Studio, shortened it, and then I was able to, I'm going to go here and click edit and show you what I did. But I was able to bring that clip in here and then customize it for Instagram. So we took the YouTube video, resized it, and then we shortened it to a minute so that it would fit on the Instagram feed. And then I did what I just showed you. I went and stole the Lifestyle Today logo. I added text from just saying thank you for supporting the cause. I uploaded the Sharon Leah actual logo, and then let me play this for just a second. Hope this isn't too loud. Where'd the Syllabus logo go? Oh, there it is. Why is that down there? Okay. So yeah, the name of the song is The Sum of Us. This is the logo that was actually used for it. So I'm not sure how loud that is, but we took all of those elements, put it in here, and then we created a custom, look and feel for this that matches her branding. Her branding is very teal, very, I'd say, purples and teals and things like that. And I just wanted to make sure that it matched what was going on. So we did that, and this has been a video that now has been on her Instagram. And let me come back out here to testing grounds, and we did the exact same thing with her promotion that we're doing this week. But the video, I didn't want to cut it down. Hey there, let me back up. Here we go. I didn't want to cut it down to under a minute. It was like 1:15, but there's important info. So instead of trying to cut it down and have it on Instagram feed, I left it at 1:15 and formatted it for IGTV. And then when you do things on IGTV, you can actually have previews that show in the feed. So I basically used that, and I made sure that these elements that I had were close to the screen, so that when you go to Instagram and you see this on her feed, this will actually show in the square feed, but then you can watch the whole video on IGTV. So, long explanation, but that is one of the ways that we use basically Kapwing to help show and to help customize content. So yes, it is still video, and yes, it is excuse me, shortening it. Pardon, coffee break. We've been talking about content. I definitely need to get some coffee. So hey Don. So with that in mind, we've taken this piece of content and reformatted it to be able to go onto different types of platforms. And again, that is one definition, one type of repurposing, which is being able to share it other places. And as you can see, we've taken the video and we've added elements to it. We've customized it. We've branded it for sharing. And so you can do that same thing. So it's not just taking a clip and making it shorter. It's taking a clip and kind of turning it into a new piece of content that will be branded, and it will, continue to sell your music and your brand and all that stuff. So kapwing.com, as I've mentioned, let me go out of here one more time, is that there are tons of things that you can use this for. And let me go view all tools. So before we leave here real quick, just wanted to show you that yes, you can make memes, you can do all kinds of stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna get crazy. I've not actually made a meme on here, but I'm just gonna get crazy and see what we got going on. Cool. Okay, so you can upload an image, you can drag and drop image, you can start with a blank canvas, and this also says that you can paste a URL. So I'm actually going to paste that same URL of me that I used to start off with the first time and see what it brings up. Okay, just brings up an image of this ugly mug. Cool. And okay, so I think it doesn't necessarily have meme specific things on here other than you can add text. Let me crop this. It is starting stuff. Let me do that. I'll crop it to a square Instagram photo, and then let me add some shapes. So I think it's literally manually creating a meme. I think. What happens if I publish this? So let me copy this. I want to go back out. I don't think that that's what the actual meme maker's for. Let me go in here, meme generator. Or maybe it's because I started with a video. You can start with a basic template. Let me start with that. Then I'll do make it. There we go, that makes more sense. And then I can do replace this middle part. There we go. All right, that makes more sense, guys. I was like, man, it's got to be easier than that. All right, there we go. So I chose a template to start off with. If you don't choose a template, it will, basically have you create it from scratch. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't showing you something like too difficult. So now that I've got this, I can, can crop the video and take out this piece here. Do this, done cropping. So you can see I've cropped it. Got my stuff going here. Okay, so then you can type in different things, but this is actually a video meme. So now I can do this, and this will actually be a video. Once I publish it, this will move, this will have sound, or I can actually take the sound out and just let the actual content do its talking. So that is what I wanted to show you with Kapwing. All right, and Kapwing, like I said, is a multifaceted tool. If you want to check that out, go to kapwing.com and just start playing around with it. And that's my whole thing that I've been preaching and encouraging you to do is, there's a lot of things that you can do in your head. And in your head is cool to think about stuff first, but to really be able to learn and to know what's going on and to get experience with things, it's going to take just getting your hands dirty, just getting in there. And I will continue to say this too, but there is progress in the process. As I mentioned, I've been going live on Instagram every day this month, and it's been pretty cool. I've learned so much here in the last few weeks. Really is what's going on. But so that was kapwing.com. But what I want to actually show you now is Giphy.com. And Giphy.com is focused primarily, obviously, just on GIFs. And GIFs are one of the more popular types of content out there that you can use. And so the reason I want to show you this is because using this site, and probably even kapwing.com as well, I know they've got a way to make GIFs on there too. But this is a perfect example of taking your live stream or any piece of content really and turning it into something else and turning it into a different type of content. So you can actually take your live stream, maybe chop it down to shorter songs, which is awesome. You can go on kapwing.com and brand it and make those clips look really cool for your Instagram feed or Twitter or whatever other platform you're using. But then you can also take those smaller clips or even little shorter 5-second clips and turn those into GIFs. And so, GIFs are kind of like those funny moments, funny little, or they're usually humorous, they don't have to be, but really short, interchangeable things where it looks like someone's moving, but maybe they're not, or it is a video. It can also be pictures, just swapping back and forth. But now you're taking this huge piece of content and you're turning it into something that's telling a story in like 3 seconds, or just making people laugh in just a few seconds. And that's a way to, create smaller pieces of those to drive people back to your page, to your feed, or to the larger piece of content that you want them to consume. So that's why I want to show you Giphy.com. Hey, what's up, Terry? Thanks for hanging in there, man. Paul, what is up? So yes, if you're just tuning in, we are live on Facebook and we are live on Instagram, and we are here talking about repurposing tools. And I am going to get my screen going here. And for those of you on Instagram, you are actually able to see behind the scenes, because you can actually see me switching my dashboard here. And what you are seeing on Instagram is actually my StreamYard dashboard. So where am I? I'm going to go to share screen. I'm going to go to Chrome tab, and I'm going to select Giphy. I'm going to click on share. And so Giphy.com, this is my actual channel on there, but Giphy.com was just bought out by Facebook. And so they've got stuff going on if Facebook bought them, because Facebook is like, look, if there's any platform out there that has people's attention, we want to either mimic it or buy it, which happened when they bought Instagram. So that's my channel. But one of the things that you can do, first of all, is you can just search Giphy. So I just clicked on Giphy, and let me make sure I did share the screen. Cool. So you can just search on Giphy and find all kinds of stuff, and you can just use the images that are on there, and you can actually take them and repurpose them and use them for your content, post different things, but you can also make your own, and that's what I've been encouraging people to do, is to make their own GIFs. It's so easy. All right, for example, I am going to go to, up here at the top, there is an upload button and then a create button. Upload, you can upload, for example, multiple pictures, and you can take those pictures and turn them into a GIF. So it would take a still image or still images, string them together, and then once you string them together, it will make its own short little animated GIF, and it will be in the format of either .gif, which is graphical interchange format. So by the way, if you hear someone say, oh, it's GIF or GIF, I know that the person who created GIFs calls them GIFs, but he is incorrect. It is graphical interchange format, not giraffical interchange format. So I am going to stand by the correct grammatical definition of what that stands for and how you pronounce it. So it's a GIF, and this is Giphy, not Jiffy. Jiff is peanut butter. And I'm done. Okay, my rant's over. All right, so I'm sorry you had to see that. Okay, so I'm going to do create. I'm going to click on create in the upper right hand corner. And this is a very easy GIF maker. This is a way to customize what you already have and make your own GIFs. What is going on? Thank you for tuning in to Instagram Live and Facebook Live. And I'm going to take this same URL and paste it in here just because it's easy. And, you know, if you have live streams that you're doing and you get them over to YouTube, or if you're streaming live on YouTube, this is, you know, Kapwing and Giphy are two tools where you can, you know, actually take the URL of your video and just go from there, so you don't have to download something. Just take that URL and the actual platform will do the work for you. But for example, here you can create GIFs by choosing a photo or a GIF. You can actually choose a video, so you can actually upload an actual video from your hard drive, or you can add a URL here, which is what I'm going to do. And it's telling you here down at the bottom you can add a video that's actually on GIF from YouTube or from Vimeo. So once I do paste here, it's actually just going to take me right to the actual GIF maker. So just when you see the screen change, you'll know that I just pasted the URL down here. Pasting URL in 3, 2, and see what happened there? Okay. So it's not going to have any audio, but it is going to tell you first off, and let me take my Instagram folks here real quick. It is going to have actual your duration here and your start time. So what you can do is, let me move my coffee mug out of the way. Oh, I wonder if I can set this right here. Okay, this is probably in my Facebook screen. Is that my face? Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. Just looks like a microphone. We can roll with this. Okay, so now what we've got is the Facebook. Let me try not to get the backlight here. Whiskey Biscuits, what's up? Tom, how you guys doing? So now I've cut and pasted my URL here into Giphy.com. I'm going to take this video and I'm going to make a really short version of this video and turn it into an animated GIF that I can share on other platforms and share wherever else. So the duration is defaulted at 4 seconds, and it defaults the start time to the very beginning. So I'm not going to get too crazy here, but one of the things to be conscious of, which I probably wasn't conscious of when I selected this video, is that you might want to have an actual animated part of your video. So me just sitting at the desk isn't that animated, but let me change the start time. And when you change the start time, you can see that the start time ticker here is changing. Maybe you can't see it, maybe you can't. You can change the start time there, and then it still has the duration as 4 seconds. So let me see. I use my hands a lot. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got hands up. Put your hands in the air like you don't care. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I apologize to you all. Okay. So this is a little animated. I'm going to shorten it up just a little bit, just so it's a little bit less. Okay. So now I've got this actual 3.5 second thing. It's a minute 40. Got a little bit of motion. So the reason that I want to do that is because when people see the GIF, we actually want them to get the feeling that something's going on. So did I actually catch a, I think I caught a little whirly gig in the video. Huh, imagine that. You know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. There is progress in the process. I'm just going to go. So once you have your duration set and you got your time set, then you continue to decorate. You click on continue to decorate. Move this down a little bit. So now it's going to process this 3.5 seconds, and now it is going to give me just this raw raw GIF that is going to be that length here. Hopefully I'm not overloading my laptop here. I'm having so much stuff going on, but I think we're fine. Yes, and for those of you on IGTV, thank you for hanging out. I've got a question. It says, can you help me with my music? Because I need someone to help me produce my music. I don't know that I'm the best person to help you produce your music, but I know some producers, so hit me up in the DMs. TO, I'm just going to say TO. But yeah, hit me up in the DMs and let me see how I can point you in the right direction. All right. So now it is actually taken my 3.5 seconds, and as you can see, it is a animated GIF that is just going to keep cycling through. And when you see these on social media, they just keep cycling through. And I have to say, this is pretty good. I did not intend for my hands to create a loop like they did, but man, that looks pretty smooth. Anyway, that's not the goal. So now that you've got this on Giphy, I could literally just save this as is and just upload this to social media, and it's fine. And I could have a link to, hey, make sure you go check out my video on YouTube talking about the Facebook copyright rules for music and all of that. So I could do that, but I want to show you a couple other things that you can do with Giphy. And so you can actually type in text here, and I'm going to say repurpose your videos. Actually, I'll just put this down here at the bottom. There we go. So you could do that, and it's got an option here for, you can see right down there, you can do classic, or you can also do meme style, and it'll give you an option to do a colorful background or white background. Let me do white background. Boom. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I think it did actually take my text and move it to the top. Anyway, I'm just going to do classic. I don't want to get too crazy here doing some stuff I haven't used before. I don't want to experiment live with you guys. That's not how I like to roll. So you can add text. Then you can actually change the style of the text. So you've got a few options here. And now this is not some elaborate video editor. You're not going to have tons of crazy tools and things on that, like here, things like that on Giphy. But it's going to give you some options of things you can do. So I'm going to do meme style, repurpose your vids. You can do some animation. So you can do, let me do that here, rainbow stuff. You can do climatic. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, it's just kind of pausing it out. So you can do some things like that. You can do sparkle. What is that, sparkly or what? You can do glitch, which is kind of like a lo-fi video game kind of thing. So there's some tools or some actual things you can do down there. I'm actually going to keep it glitch, and I'm going to continue. Actually, I'm going to show you a couple other things real quick. You can add stickers on here. So stickers are, little GIFs. You can do like, okay, you can click on it and it'll add it there. You can resize stuff. I said live, it says love. You know what, we're going to keep it love. That's fine with me. So you can add little stickers to it. You can do different filters on it, so you can make it actually do the whole video and make it like, oh, look, it's a dream sequence, what have you. So all kinds of little tools and things like that to refocus or rebrand kind of what it looks like. And then you can actually physically draw on it. So it brings your stickers back up, but then you can also click on one of these little colors here, and then you can draw if you wanted to, like, have some kind of animated line on there or whatever. So I just want to acknowledge that yes, this is the ugliest thing that I've ever seen, but that's okay because I just wanted to show you some stuff. So now once you get done with that, you can continue to upload and then upload to Giphy. And I'll probably delete this because somebody might look at this and think I was serious. So move this over to the side here. There we go. So if you are just tuning in, we are wrapping up our content and coffee for this morning. We're going live on Facebook, on Indie Band Coaches page, and we are also live on Instagram. So thank you all for tuning in. So we've just taken this URL from this video, which is 9 minutes and 45 seconds long, and we have taken it to Giphy.com and use the URL to then shorten it and also take a clip and animate it. We've added text, we've changed the filter, we've added some stickers, and this is an example of, you know, a GIF or something that you would be able to see on someone's page, and you'd be able to use this to drive folks back to your page or to your content. But it's just a different type of content than, hey, listen to this song again, or listen to this, watch this video again. So people might be looking at it and be like, oh, that's kind of cool, that looks fun, let me go see what that whole thing was about. So this is my channel. These are basically all of the GIFs that I've created in some way, shape, or form. Showing you this one here in the middle, this one where it says stay in or go out. This is literally 2 pictures that I uploaded that are basically rotating back and forth. That's all that is. But that turned into a .mp4 file, so it's a movie. And so I added a little Snoop Dogg down there and a little sticker down there. But that is another way to actually do, you know, to make a GIF. Working with Julia Kahn, I took several clips from her music video. So that's another thing you can do, is take short clips from your music video and turn them into GIFs, and turn them into just little pieces of that story or whatever that you can customize and use for other things. Same thing with Steven here with This Life We Lead. We took his Tropicana video and made several short animated GIFs from that, and then we turned those into other pieces of content. So you can do all kinds of stuff with this, and that is Giphy.com, and that is one of the, you know, best tools in the business, which is again why Facebook just bought them. But the last thing that I wanted to show you is a tool called Unscreen. And Unscreen, let me sharing Giphy. Let me stop that. Yeah, there we go. Want to make sure I didn't get too much going on there. Hey Eduardo, how you doing, man? Thank you for tuning in. If you are watching this live, give me a hashtag live, and where you're tuning in from. If you are watching this on replay, give me a hashtag replay and let me know where you were tuning in from. Please, I'd love to connect and just see, you know, how far out we're reaching and all that stuff. So I appreciate that. So I want to share my screen again, and if you were on IG, you are actually seeing not just the presentation that I'm doing, but you're also seeing the tool that I'm using, which is called StreamYard. And StreamYard is kind of like my dashboard. It's allowing me to bring in graphics and share these other screens. So I wanted to just let you know what's going on with that, so you weren't like, what is all this mess? Okay. So Unscreen is pretty cool. Unscreen allows you to remove the background of GIFs and videos. So you can actually take your video or portion of your video, and it will focus on the person, whoever's in profile, whoever's in perspective, and then remove everything else. So what I wanted to show you really quick, and we'll just wrap up with this, is if I were to, I think, let me see. Oh, it says you, that's right, it won't allow you to use YouTube video. So let me upload a clip. Yes, here's some of Julia's videos. Let me see if we've got one with her in it. A little bit more focused. Let's try this one. Not sure if the contrast will be enough, but I'm just uploading a clip from one of Julia's music videos called Fly Away. And if it does what I hope it does, it's just going to take, yeah. And this is kind of that same effect that is right now on Instagram, where it's got a filter where it'll take away the background. So, okay, this isn't the best clip because it's got a couple of different things going on. but it is definitely trying to focus on Julia. Let me try one more. Let me try one more. Let me try one more. We got to get a good example. Let's work. Is she staying focused there? Nope. Goes to the clocks. Oh, this should be good. Yeah. Let's try this one. Okay. So this one is just a silhouette. So it's got pretty good contrast because she was, yep, there we go. Because she was actually walking into a lit doorway. And so now once this gets done processing, this is actually going to be her silhouette walking. And what I'll be able to do is you'll be able to add different backgrounds, take her someplace else where she's not, or obviously this is your video. You'll be able to take your, in focus, thing and actually turning it into something else. For example, I can just do a color background, and you can now download this. You can add text to this video, so you can, basically take, a version of this and be able to turn it into a promo for the video. You can take the video and search for different backgrounds. So let's put her on a train. But no, Sam, I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to be on a train. Sorry, I'm reading a lot of Dr. Seuss lately. You can put her walking in the middle of this festival of some kind, which obviously looks very odd. You can put yourself in the middle of whatever background. So, ooh, okay, that's fire. See what I did there? Anyway, okay, I'm done. But that is Unscreen, and that is what I just wanted to show you that tool as well, because when we talk about taking content and turning it into different forms of content, that also means taking it and reformatting it, rebranding it, making it look different, and then leading people back to your socials, to your page, or actually having it something where people can go back to the full content. Like, hey, where did this piece of content come from? So this is unscreen.com. It will allow you to remove the background from a video. So if you've got a music video and you want to take it away, Unscreen is the tool for you. And also we looked at Giphy.com, which will allow you to create animated GIFs and cool things from clips from your videos, from your live streams. And then we also took a look at Kapwing.com. And Kapwing.com is probably a tool that can do all of these things. I mainly use it right now for resizing and branding live stream videos or video content and getting them onto other channels. So, ladies and gents, I want to thank you for joining in. I am going to turn this around. What's up? And this has been a very cool kind of month just to learn stuff from. Like I said, I've been going live on Instagram. Not pretty much. I've been going live on Instagram, which is right here. I've been going live on Instagram every day in July. I'm going to continue to do so. It is Sundays through Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific, and then Saturday mornings for content and coffee at 8 a.m. Pacific. So if you want to join me, please do so. But I think I'm actually going to do Saturday mornings as well on Facebook, because there are some tools that I want to show you how to use, and I can't actually get the tools and things to work on Instagram. So Instagram, if you're tuned in, how did you feel about being able to see the screen and all of that? Because I do want to continue to go live, but I also want to make sure that I am showing you the tools and things like that. So let me know if you were able to tune in and actually see the video and all of that. But I know that there is also a 60-minute limit on Instagram, so I should probably shut down. Okay. That is it for me. If you want to hop on, it's instagram.com/indiebandcoach. I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific and every day for the rest of the month here in July. And yeah, if you have specific topics in terms of content or social media or live streaming that you'd like to see me cover or have questions about, let me know in the DMs and I will see if we can get it on the list and what questions you have. All right. Thanks so much. You guys have an awesome rest of the weekend. Stay safe. Stay home if you can. If you have to go out, wear a mask. Peace. Thank you guys. Appreciate you hanging in and allowing me to multi-stream on Instagram too. So thank you, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.